If you'd like to sponsor Still Got Game, give us a call at 773-527-2961 or email us at podcast@tooltoplay.com. Hey now, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, Still Got Game, episode 425. Still Got Game is the official podcast of tooltoplay.com. I am, as always, Derek D. Smooth Nolan.
And I am Roger Hitman Roken.
And I am Chris Selden, 007 Selden.
And that's all we got this week. No Tiff, no Yant. It's
the reliables.
No, you can't call yourself a reliable. That's being hit. It's the reliables and Selden.
You may be raising in seniority ranking, but no, you're definitely not a reliable.
Oh, sorry guys, I burned myself. Sorry guys, I peed on my pant leg and I can't come. Sorry guys, like whatever the excuse is. So, but you are here, and the other two are not. But we're gonna put out a show either way. So we got this. I guess before we get really into the show, I would remind you, if you're in chat right now and there's something you want to discuss on the show, pop it in chat, and we'll try to work your topic into the show and deal with you. It's almost like your own personal show that way. So on that, we'll jump right in the mailbag for feedback and questions from last week's show. And remember, if you want to leave us a voicemail, it will cut you off after a minute. Foxing Cool comments. Based on still being a new-ish listener, it seemed like you all had IDGAF attitudes. I don't give a fuck. But if you say it's just D-Smooth, I'll take you on your word for now.
Now maybe we have like a little bit, but Derek's got a lot of it.
so you're saying in relation,
like majority. Large majority.
If you put us up against the average person, yeah, he's probably right. We all have that kind of attitude. But put him next to Derek, and we look like we're churchgoers.
Imagine the solar system. Derek is the sun, and we are the planets, and that's how much he takes up of the solar system.
If I don't give a fuck attitudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're even declassified as planets and orbit around.
Right. Exactly.
I'm gonna try to be more give a fuck today and show you guys that these two are the troublemakers. So you'll see, Fox and Cool. You'll see. You were right the first time around when you said we all had I don't give a fuck attitudes. All right. James 23 comments. I enjoyed your thoughtful discussion on why we shouldn't be speculating on the new console generation until facts start being released. It's a daily struggle between my friends and me, and you gave me a perfect comeback. Yeah, that was pretty much you hit. You were like, we're not talking about this. It's dumb talking about because we don't know anything and something like that.
Yeah.
It's just a slippery slope. I'm like, you could just start going further and further into the rumors and it just gets ridiculous if you get sucked into it. So
just going to drive ourselves crazy. Just waiting. It's not that far away.
No.
We can do this.
We can push through.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be cool today, but I'm hung up on one part of this. That it's a daily struggle between my friends and me, and you give me a perfect comeback. So, James 23, are you saying every single day your friends want to speculate in the new consoles, and you argue with them every day about that you guys shouldn't talk about them, or that's kind of what daily struggle?
I took that as like. Him and his friends have like heated debates, and he's got to struggle to like
be like, guys, let's just
wait.
Yeah,
hold back, and then now we gave him the ammo to fight back.
Okay, all right. If you take it that way, it seems
That's
less.
That's okay. So. I don't know.
All right, yeah, I'll take it that way. That way, I can be not. I don't give a fuck attitude today. All right, I made it through 2. Here we go. Flexible Skew comments. I was a big fan of the original Torchlight on Xbox and was also sad that Torchlight 2 was only on PC. I'm hoping that before it comes out, they make the decision to also target consoles, especially since it's not the original developer anyway. I'd like to see it on consoles too. I said it last week.
I have no opinion.
I know. You don't play any console games. But
no, I mean, I don't even play Torchlight, so like I'm definitely excused from this discussion.
Yeah, the first Torchlight was great on console. It was local multiplayer, online multiplayer. It had a little bit of everything. It's like Diablo. So,
like the Torchlight, the original Torchlight, that price pointed around $15-$20, right?
Yes. Yep.
So that's, they might not see it worthwhile selling it for that price point on console, where they could just get it up on Steam or something like that, at the $15-$20 price point and make the sales on it. A lot of things are getting lost at that $15-$20 mark on the consoles, I think, and maybe that's why they're justifying not putting it there at this point.
I guess it just depends on how they're developing it too, because if they're using Visual Studio and using that like write once and then compile for PC and Xbox, like it's kind of a no-brainer, but I'm not sure how many developers actually use Visual Studio and use that feature to multi-publish their thing. But and I guess there's still other parts there, depending on how they do their network code and everything else. Are they using Microsoft's Azure shit? Are they using some homegrown stuff? Or so maybe that part becomes more difficult. But if you're fully in the Microsoft cloud ecosystem, everything should be like one click, publish twice. So. I don't know. I hope it comes to console as well. Flexible Skew. So. All right. Last but not least, Altius asks, we've talked a lot about the next-gen hardware over the past few months, but I'd like to take a step back with an opinion question for you. How would you like to see the respective dashboards for Xbox Series X and PS5 change in the next generation? We all have things we love and hate, so starting from the ground up, maybe sweeping changes can be made.
I would like to see PlayStation actually get a dashboard that's functional.
It got better with the PS4 than the cross-media bar on the PS3. Yeah. And you've seen the iterations, at least, of the PlayStation 4 dashboard, right?
Yeah. I don't mind it.
I guess it's very bare bones when you compare it up against Xbox.
I think that's what I was going to go with this question. Was like, I want to see the Xbox dashboard less complicated. Yeah. I find the current one is complicated, overcrowded, not efficient.
No, if you want to go do something with all of your apps, it's like 6 clicks to get to all your apps. Even to start a party, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I kind of want to go back
at least
to
5.
The days of the Xbox 360.
Blades. The blades. The blades were good.
I love the blades. They were responsive. They were. You could get around really easily.
They were well organized.
Yeah. I just feel like, I don't know, nowadays UIs are getting more busier. There's more shit that they need to show you. Like a good example is like Plex. Remember Plex back in the day? It was this very
bare bones.
Simple,
yes, yep.
yeah, like TV type setup. And now it's like this overly complicated, like web page kind of look. Like, I don't know. I see that in a lot of places. I think Sony's was simpler to use, like very bare bones. Maybe that's what I want to see in the next one. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think Sony's was definitely easier to use when it came to like the main part of the dashboard, but when it came to doing anything in settings and you popped up that one giant settings that had all the nested settings menus, it was almost impossible to find where to go to set anything. Like, I feel like Microsoft has that part nailed. Once you're in settings, it's pretty intuitive. Like, oh, I want to go change my network stuff or this or that. And it's kind of that same window structure. Go to control panel and everything is organized nicely. But it's like, you're right. The problem is they want to sell you too much shit from your dashboard. So they use 60% of the real estate of tiles of things that they're advertising or things that are new, things that are coming out. And you know what? Maybe I don't want to know that stuff. Maybe have a news page that I can go to, but leave the dashboard a dashboard. Like, there was never advertising on the dashboard back in the 3 shitty early on with the blades.
Right.
Yeah, I would like to see them take out like the movies. There's way too like rent to buy or whatever, the movies and stuff like that. That's the one thing that clutters up the dashboard more than anything else that annoys me. I wish I had the option of turning that functionality off, because I have different sources to get at whatever movies or whatever I want.
Yeah, but for some people, that's their only source.
I know, but then dedicate a specific area for that. Having it splash all over the different areas is just kind of annoying as fuck, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's also a pain in the ass when you go to the store and you're trying to search for a game and you get like 10 movies that have the same title. Like,
yep, that's definitely an issue in my opinion. So
yeah,
I'd like to see that eliminated, but
or at least segregated, like games versus movies versus apps, and then I don't know what the right thing is. I just know that neither of these dashboards are right now. I don't know. Like, Microsoft is notorious for this. Like, think how many times in Windows 10 we changed from the chiclets to the now we're back to like classic Windows in Windows 10. So I don't even know what's right anymore, and they don't either. So, but yeah, good question, Altius. It's definitely divisive. I wish we had our other two hosts here to get some more opinions, but they blew us off. So it is what it is. But at least you got 3 opinions. And if any of you want to feedback on what you'd like to...
one person's opinion looks like he's like getting attacked by fire right now.
Yeah, Selden's got some video issues for those of you listeners at home. But what else is new?
Right.
But if any of you want to weigh in with your comments on what you'd like to see in the upcoming dashboards, you can do that along with other comments and feedback at 773-527-2961 or emails at podcast@tooltoplay.com. And on that, why don't we hop on over into what we're playing? Hit, what have you been playing this week, buddy?
Nothing out of the ordinary at all, really. I haven't tried anything new in a while. Just Sea of Thieves, finish off the latest update, waiting for the next event in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of your streams.
Yep. Yeah. A little Pokemon Go, some EX raids, and a little PUBG Mobile with my friends. But this is standard gaming for me right now.
Yeah, that's pretty much you're in a holding pattern at this point.
And like now that I have like a couple of weeks to breathe from Sea of Thieves, like I don't know what to play. I don't know. Maybe I gotta try PUBG proper or
Call of Duty, man. Go Call
Jedi.
of Duty.
I gotta finish off Jedi.
Oh, yes, you should go back to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
What were you guys?
So, Selden, what have you been playing?
Once again, another week filled with World of Tanks. Been playing that, streaming that. Been a lot of fun.
You get a lot of views on those streams?
No, I don't get a lot of views ever.
Okay.
One of these days, though, somebody's gonna find me and make me popular.
Yeah. Every time I
watch World of Tanks.
Every time I get his notifications, I click on them and he's already offline. And I'm like, what the? Like, how long did you?
I try to limit to it about an hour that I'm streaming, because I think
30 minutes in, I'm like, what the hell happened?
Yeah. Just because I figure when I'm dumping them onto YouTube an hour, nobody's going to sit there and watch an hour anyways. So I've been trying to limit it to an hour.
No one's going to watch just a stream video on YouTube anyway. Yeah. They're going to watch it live. So just worry about your live audience. Right. That's what we do here. We know nobody's going to watch it anywhere.
But okay, maybe I'll do that. I started playing with actually talking about streaming. I started playing with the Facebook feed today, just seeing how that worked. It was okay, but if I'm going to be streaming on Facebook, I think I need to set up a second profile that is dedicated not to people that are friends and family that don't play video games. So that's something I got to look at.
That kind of puts you out there for all your normies that you went to high school with. So
yeah. So, but other than that, I've been playing. Got into Call of Duty. Been playing some the multiplayer games. Been having a lot of fun in that. Actually, it's been so long since I played it. It was great getting back into that. The Infected play style was. I had a lot of fun with that.
I don't even know it. There's something other than team deathmatch or
it's
24-hour shipment.
Yeah, it's basically the zombie game. The one person starts as it and they infect somebody else, and then you all go after the next. So it's a lot of fun. And then the gun game where you have to get a kill with that gun, and then you progress to the next gun and the next gun and the next gun, and whoever gets through all the guns first wins, type thing. So it's a lot of fun. Been playing that. On mobile, I've been playing Empires and Puzzles, Wizards Unite, and Pogo. Nice. So that's about it. What about you, Derek?
All right. Well, I've been playing a shitload of Call of Duty. I don't, unlike you, those other modes are trash. The very first thing I do after an update is I go over to the settings next to quick play, and I turn off everything except for team deathmatch, because that's the purest game type. And then I will, though, now that the only time I play other game types is because they took now my favorite map, and it is 24/7 shipment all the time. And they throw in some domination, and they throw in some hard point in there. Yeah. But that is the most fun map in the entire game.
I 100% agree with you. That one's so fun.
Yeah. So the other night I played 4 hours of it straight of just shipment, and it was it's a lot of kills, a lot of just nonstop spawns. The map's too small, so people spawn behind you, people spawn in front of you, you spawn in front of them. But I still get all my VTOLs there, which is nice. So other than that, I phoned in my daily Harry Potter. Well, I did finish the event last week with the bonus. A new event starts tomorrow. I'll be doing that this week. Pokemon Go every day. I spin one Pokestop. I catch one Mon. Fuck that game. And my couch game when I'm watching TV is Toon Blast.
I don't understand.
I'll explain to you, Hit. They took a game that was nice and manageable, and they put too many layers in it. And now there's too much to do, and you don't want to do all the things.
So then why are you still playing it?
Because I have to maintain my streaks. It's an addiction. It's an addiction. I have a streak that I have to maintain. I have to, every 7 days, I have to get all my Pokestops and I'll just catch a single Mon every day.
I don't understand it. This reminds me of last week when he says, Hit, I don't wear headphones, and he's got headphones on right now. Like,
wait, when did I say I don't wear headphones?
Yeah, it was last week. I think we were talking about AirPods or something. I'm like, what? You have headphones on right now?
Oh no, no, I have buds. Buds are different than headphones. Right. I guess that was our descent. So,
I will have to say, the Wizards Unite, they finally put in Adventure Sync, which is a huge help. It's took them way too long to get that in there, but thank God they put that in there. So thank you, Niantic.
Yeah, good. Yeah, thank all our Niantic listeners.
All of Selden's hikes go towards it.
I know.
Do you actually hatch port keys all the time?
Yeah, I do actually. That's what
I only do them when there's an event going on. That's the only time I need them.
Well, I have my port keys all empty right now, waiting for Tuesday. When is it start tomorrow? Right?
Yeah, tomorrow.
This Tuesday.
2 o'clock. Yep.
So I'll grab new port keys then and just start collecting them up. So
nice. All right. Well, on that, why don't we hop on over to the sick motherfucking new releases? And out this week is Monster Energy Supercross 3, and that's out for the Xbox One, the PS4, the Switch, and the PC. Now, I have never played a Monster Energy Supercross game. It's hard to believe there's 3 of them. It's hard to believe that Monster Energy keeps paying for branding on this. But I guess if you're a Supercross person, this is probably like the game you've been waiting. It's kind of like Madden, guys. Like, there's guys that love Madden.
Are Supercross fans? I understand Madden fans, but Supercross fans.
Well, it's like FIFA fans. Like, who the fuck wants to play a slow ass game of soccer?
At least both of those sports are like humongous in their like regions.
They're okay. Yeah.
Right. Like, Supercross is the number one sport in the world. Football is Is it the number one sport in America? I'm not sure.
I think so.
Anyway,
I can actually name the only motocross games that I've played. I'd say Trials and Excite Bike.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah.
Supercross is not like unless you're watching ESPN and like watching extreme sports shit. Like, Supercross is just weird. I don't know. It's not for any of us. I think that's what we're getting to.
Yeah.
But it's a game, and if it's what you're into, then you're in luck because that's the only new release out this week.
It's also the thumbnail of the week.
All right. Well, on that, why don't we slide on over into gaming news? And if you're in chat and you decided you want us to talk about something, post it in there now. But we'll jump into some stories. I'll take the first one since I know neither of you guys have read anything. So, adapter turns power wheelchairs into Xbox controllers. So this is actually a kind of a cool story. This is plays off of the Xbox adaptive controller thing. So the guys over at Able Gamers, who were friends with Steven Spawn, he's one of the big guys over there. He was actually promoting all the adaptive controller stuff with Microsoft. He was on the stage last year at the Game Awards. He was actually up for Gaming Personality of the Year too, with all those people. But so these people that are living their lives in wheelchairs, now you can turn that. They can turn that joystick of the wheelchair into an adaptive controller. It's a device they already know how to use. They've already become accustomed to using, and they can use it to play games. And I guess the thing is probably estimated to cost like $30 to $35 to put this thing between the adaptive controller interface and the wheelchair. But because they have all these grants and everything else, it's going to be free to all these people that need this. So I think it's a feel-good story, and big on Able Gamers for getting this out there. But it's kind of cool that taking something that people that need the adaptive controller already know how to use, instead of teaching them to use something else, is I wouldn't have thought of that. So,
no, bravo, man. That's huge. Just bringing, people that have issues into it and having to adapt to them and work with what they can do. And that's great for everybody involved. So that makes me proud to be a gamer alongside with them. So
what took them so long? I remember there used to be an adapter for Rock Band 1 that you could play a real guitar as your guitar in the game.
Yeah. And to take care of people that actually need something, it takes you 10 more years. Yeah.
Like, what's so long? But yeah, this is good news, but just feel like way overdue.
Definitely way overdue.
Yeah.
So So big thanks to Able Gamers for taking care of our handy-capable friends. So, all right. Next story.
I'll take the next one. I don't know anything about this, and we're going to find out about it now because it seems interesting. But 343 Industries downplays Halo Infinite grappling hook rumor. Now, I didn't know about this grappling hook rumor, so let's find out about this. Will Master Chief have a grappling hook in Infinite? 343 isn't saying yet. You guys know anything about this?
I do. So
last week, Halo Infinite developer had a video. Eagle Eyes fans poring over the clues regarding the anticipated sequel. There was a video on-screen footage of Halo Infinite.
So essentially what it was is someone had posted a screenshot that looked like it had a grappling hook logo in it. And they were like, no, that's not the game, whatever. And then they did this video thing where the video, like, Halo Infinite, it was inside 343, and the video was not the center point of the video, the game, but it was on in the background, and it happened to be the same screens that were showing from that guy's leaked screenshots. So that leads a little credibility to the screenshot that maybe it did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
It literally says grappling hook. Yes. It's not even just an icon. It literally says grappling hook.
It says grapple hook, and it has like the little grappling hook icon next to it. And then there it is in the background there. The same shit.
Wait. Go back. What?
It's in your video that you're watching. So
is the guy in the background?
Yeah, they were doing this vid doc, and if you look past it, it's the same map and everything else they were showing off when they took the screenshot of that grappling hook thing. So I think it's coming. And if you think back to games of yore, grappling hooks were super fun. Like back in the original Team Fortress and the Capture the Flag and TF2. Like
the best grappling hook, modern grappling hook, got to be Titanfall, right? Like easily.
Modern, yeah.
Like easily, right? Like that thing was the best. I was like a ninja in that game because like you were walking on the wall. And, like there was so much shit you could do.
Yeah,
I love that grappling hook. I hope that's kind of one that they go with.
Yeah, it is. It's funny though that they're denying it despite this counter evidence. It's funny, but they want to keep all their eggs in a basket until E3.
It's too early, yeah. It's too early.
I just want to send the grappling hook into the back of a warthog and ski behind it.
Nice. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting. But yeah, you're always beholden to rumors and screenshots, and that's just a case of don't film a documentary in your studio when you're going to be playing the game that's not released yet on screens that may or may not be visible in 1/16 of the screen. Because now that we're doing everything in 4K, you can zoom in on that corner and you don't have to say enhance like cop shows. Like, it's already enhanced. You can see what's on the screen. So I don't know. Yep. Pretty awesome. I can't wait.
I'm excited for that game.
Me too. So much.
Can't wait to play it on my PC.
Can't wait to play it on my Xbox Series X badass motherfucking mode. Yep. All right.
How about I take it? It's my my baby. Google's response to Stadia's complaints over lack of announcements. We talked about this just last week, that Google has left the people that got into Stadia in the lurch and hasn't given them any information whatsoever. And there are a lot of complaints going through Reddit and the other threads that were, basically ripping Google apart for, just making them buy something that they're not supporting. Now, Google has come out and responded in recent complaints over the Stadia issues. I guess they did an interview with some GameIndustry.biz and said, "Oh no, we've been giving updates. We've been doing it in our own personal blog and this other place." And it's like nobody ever heard it. It's like
I said it at my kitchen table to my wife. Yes, like that's not an announcement. No,
that's not an announcement. You're not communicating to the community, and that's the biggest problem. And even then, when they started talking, I read through this and I went through the other interview that they put up. And then they only talked about game titles, and then they shoveled the blame onto the developers and the publicists of those games, saying, "Oh, it's not our job to announce games for our service; it's theirs." So they didn't answer a lot of the complaints that people were having about all the other features that were supposed to be added, all the additional titles that were supposed to come out. They just basically said, "No, it's not our fault."
No, it's the games.
Yeah, it's the games.
It's the developers.
So I just found that very interesting. Very key to what we were just talking about last week. So
yeah, these were your boys, Sultan. Like, I know you ended up bailing on them and not picking it up, but you gotta feel like Google's just they're not doing anything right.
It's almost like they're trying to set it up to fail.
Yes.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like on the flip side, we see all these Project xCloud things, and all those betas are going so well. And really, what they sold was a beta of this fucking Stadia shit, and it doesn't work, and they don't have the games. And Microsoft's like, "Hey, try our shit for free." Yeah, like I don't understand.
Hey, that motocross game went out on Stadia, I think, though.
Oh, well, lucky them.
Come on, Google, get your shit together, get this out, and get it right. What you said you were going to do, please make it a success, or at least try to make it a success.
Seldom. It's not going to be a success.
It's too late.
Like, you can just step away from Google now, okay? Like,
too much brand damage.
Yeah, you should be learning from them that like they're not everything they do is a winner. There's a reason why Hangouts and all those shit disappeared, and
Hangouts isn't gone yet. It's going away, but it's not gone yet.
Or Google Glass, like most of what Google does disappears. So I don't know. All right, I'll take a story.
Yeah.
EA made almost $1 billion on microtransactions last quarter. Not last year, in the last 3 fucking months. That is insane. That goes to show why this industry is where we're at, where we keep putting out all this shit that has in-game transactions and everything else. To make $1 billion in 3 months on selling something that you don't need that's part of a game you already bought. Like, right? It's nuts.
That's crazy.
Ugh, that's crazy.
Yeah, Apex had a lot to do with that too.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. And Battlefront 2 is probably part of that.
Yeah, Battlefront, they had a re-release.
Yep.
Jedi Fallen Order sales. Yeah. It's
well, that's their total revenue, but it's the microtransactions that are coming from games like Apex and Battlefront, and yeah, it's insane.
Doesn't surprise me, man. Like Fortnite has a lot on microtransactions.
Well, yeah, Fortnite is their entire business is microtransactions. Like
so is Apex,
the games,
but yeah.
Oh, I guess that's true too. Yeah, when your game is free, everything is a microtransaction.
And people buy all those skins and shit like crazy.
I don't understand that.
The season passes, like they buy all that shit, man.
Yeah, well, I can see like buying a battle pass to get like other things unlocked, but the skins, that part I just don't understand because
the thing is that you have to spend like tons of money to get a chance to get.
Yeah, that's fucked up. So I don't know. But good on EA. They're helping their shareholders. All right, next story.
Yeah, I guess we can tie this in with the EA story. Is amid worries about single player games, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order sells above expectations.
Oh yeah.
EA is expecting 10 million in sales by March 31st. I mean, Fallen Order is a huge success. The game's awesome. It was up for Game of the Year. Yeah,
they already sold 8 million copies, which is insane. And to get another 2 million on a game that's been out for months and months in like another month is nuts. Or a month. Well, technically it's probably almost 2 months, but still.
I'm not even seeing it as like a money like bonus. I'm seeing it as this is good for Star Wars.
Yeah, it's good for Star Wars. It's good for people that most people say, oh, single player games are dead. If it doesn't have multiplayer, it's not worth it. Well, this goes to show that some people have no friends.
No.
no, sorry, I didn't mean to say that. That's my don't give a fuck attitude. This just means that some people want to take some time and play a game by themselves.
Better.
Yeah, I fixed it.
Oh.
Fixed it. Just for you. This is crazy news. Like I knew it was doing well, but 8 million copies for a game that only has single player is pretty remarkable nowadays. When you look at the games that are the ones that sell 8 million copies, it's games that have replayability and like basically unlimited replayability, and this does not. It's a campaign game that you play through and it's done. So
Star Wars is the hotness. It's the freaking hotness right now. Like, because you got the Yoda baby stories, and you got the movie that came out, and you got the games. Like, it's just
all the shows, other stuff coming, and
you could drop almost anything as long as it's Star Wars license. I think it's going to sell a shit ton right now. So I think that helps out a huge amount for this. But I like to see the single player. I don't like seeing the single player going away. So.
I can see it. I can't remember the last single player game. It was Cuphead. But yeah, other than a game like Cuphead or something like that, like I usually err on the multiplayer side, but this game has caught my eye multiple times and I keep considering going to play it. Like I know one of the boys here is playing it and loves it. So, I may jump into it. Who knows? It's just, the problem with the games I play is that they're infinitely replayable and they're compelling to play. And then you're like, well, I'm playing the shit out of Call of Duty. Why would I play anything else? As it is, I kind of slid Borderlands to the back burner because I technically completed that game. And comparing Call of Duty to playing more true Vault Hunter mode and mayhem levels, it's like, do I really need the billion guns? I have like 1 million. Do I need 1 billion? Probably not. So I don't know. But good on EA. So, nice.
See, I don't really consider Borderlands a multiplayer game. It has co-op capabilities, but it's a single player driven. You could play that single player and get through it.
If you had no friends. Yeah.
I played it by myself.
Okay. Sorry.
But no, it's a single line. It's a driven story that goes all the way from beginning to the end, and you can play it solo or you can play it with people. So
yeah, I don't think I would ever want to play Borderlands solo. It's not fun enough to carry. The only thing that makes it fun is that other people are having problems and you can laugh. So I don't know.
So you like to laugh at people?
I do. I like to chuckle every once in a while. Yeah.
All right. I'll move on to the next story. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
All right, Nintendo 2020 plans don't include a new Switch model. There's been a lot of rumors out there, even some mock-ups of the Nintendo Switch Pro model and stuff like that. But
I think we talked about this last week as like it was fact.
Yeah. But they have come out and said that they're not planning currently to launch a new Switch model in 2020, which is kind of a disappointment because I think the Switch Pro is exactly what a lot of people are looking for to get their hands on a bigger unit, more adults that can handle the unit better, bigger size controls so that your hands aren't getting into little controllers and stuff like that and getting all cramped up. But
no, I don't think this is the year for that.
I think it has to be.
No, man. Let the big boys launch their shit, man. Don't get in the way. People are not going to buy a new Switch model when these two guys are on the block.
No, their shit's not a competitor. It's a different business.
It goes back to people aren't going to drop that type of money on like 2 devices. They're only going to get one. The majority of people aren't going to go on launch day and get all 3. Like, it's not going to happen.
Well, they're not all 3 are not going to launch.
I'm just saying, if they were going to launch, it would probably be around that time. Like, it's not. I mean, we're already into February.
Okay, well, I can tell you for sure that we're buying 2 Xboxes and 1 PlayStation at launch.
That is you, Derek. We had this discussion. You are not the majority of people. I'm telling you, people are not going to go to the store and be like, "Yeah, I want one of everything." They're gonna pick one or the other. Like, it goes back to what we were saying about allegiances, exclusives. Like, I think this makes sense that Nintendo not. They should wait. They should wait at least 6 months, and then maybe
do like a half-year offset kind of thing. I could see that, but I just the thing with me is I don't find this to be a competitor to the other two. I don't think that they're all
gaming consoles.
I know, but I don't think that everybody that owns a Switch has a real console. I think for some people, all they have is a Switch.
I'm pretty sure that I read somewhere on the attachment rate that there are more users that are one of either Xbox or PlayStation with a Switch. Like, there's a lot of households where it's one or the other and then a Switch.
Okay.
Because the way the numbers are going right now, because I think there's more Switches than there are Xboxes right now, right? I think they got overpassed.
There's definitely more Switches. This week they passed the Super Nintendo.
Well,
I saw that
just for this generation right now. I think they passed Xbox, and they're on their way to PlayStation 4, which is doing really well.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that they could still put out a new Switch model and sell it. And then the people that didn't buy it now because they bought the other consoles would still buy that thing 6 months from now when they free up budget or whatever else. But, I see both sides of this. But
I think this is why Nintendo is doing it. That's my opinion.
No, that's a good speculation.
Yeah, definitely makes sense.
No point in launching with these guys.
I mean, I definitely agree with you there, but I also agree with Derek that it's not a competitor for the other two. It's an add-on to the other two.
Right.
It's a portable.
It's a portable. So I see that it would still do very well in the holiday season if they released it in 2020, but they'll probably do even better if they hold off a little bit and sell it maybe mid-year 2021.
Yeah, mid to holiday 2021. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
But, Nintendo could also do what they always do. They could bring it out in 2020. They could short supply it, create a
artificial demand,
and all of a sudden everybody's going to be standing in line waiting for the Switch Pro when the Xbox and the PlayStation are still sitting there. So I don't know.
Yeah. Make it the hot Christmas gift, even though it doesn't deserve to be.
Yeah. They could, because they're the expert of creating that short demand.
They're like, we didn't know everyone want the NES Mini. Like, the whole world wanted it, and you made 5. So yeah.
But
I don't know. I guess time will tell. But Nintendo's also known for lying about them putting something out and then they put it out. So, all right.
Next story.
Next story. Who wants one?
I'll do the Discord one. Discord no longer acts like a game launcher, as two non-core features get the axe. Now, I did not hear about this.
Do you use it as a game launcher?
No.
No, I don't know anybody that does.
No. Discord will no longer double as a game launcher via the library or offer snippets of video game news through the activity feed. Oh, really? A decision made after feedback.
Do you look at that activity feed too?
I mean, whenever I open Discord for the very first time, that's the first page that pops up.
Yeah, but then you never go back to it.
Yeah, then I never go back to it. Right.
Yeah, I don't either. No.
Right.
It's only after a reboot. Yeah.
Right. As part of the decision to cut both features comes Discord's desire to zero in on its core purpose and focus on offering utilities that don't make Discord bulky and take away from the core chat experience. What do you guys take from this? Is this like them? Are they in trouble?
I don't know if it's so much in trouble. I think it's almost like, do you remember in the early days of Tool to Play when I was writing new features every single day? I wrote a friends list that brought in all your friends. You could have friends within the site, and it was bringing your Xbox stuff and this and that. And then I brought in custom signatures and this and that. And all that stuff, nobody it was such a small percentage of people that used, but we didn't know where to go with it. So then we did like this shotgun approach. I had like a Firefox toolbar and all these other things, and some got used and some didn't. And I feel like that's what Discord did at the beginning too, is you want to take that shotgun approach, get as many features out there as possible to say you're competing on this, and we're a launcher, and we're this, and we have news, and we have this and this. And then as you get to see how many people use it, that's when you decide, hey, am I going to do another release of this? Or in their case, they're just like, hey, we're just going to fold that feature up and put it away. And it happens with everything. Remember, Tool to Play had blogs that were insanely popular, and then those went away. And then forums got replaced by social media. So...
yeah, I see Discord more as like I would love to see what their user base is and the traffic that increase that they've had, because I think that their platform has just exploded beyond anything that they thought they were originally going to be a few years ago.
Well,
and I think
I'm okay. I'm probably like the biggest user of Discord here. I've
absolutely.
Yeah, like I've gone through a lot with this program. Like I've seen it go to a lot of places.
Are you Nitro?
No.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter. But just like what Discord offers, I find a lot of people don't realize, myself included at the beginning, like the community building, the like looking for group aspect, like the chat, like it's so much better than anything else possible. Like I remember back in the Destiny days, I would use that website, Destiny LFG.
Oh, Destiny LFG, yeah.
And then I started using Discord, and I remember one day I was just like, why did I not know about this before? Like, this is so much better.
Yeah, I think that maybe they had all these features when they could handle it a little bit better when it was a smaller community, but the thing has exploded. Mm-hmm. And I think that maybe now that they're seeing a lot more users, these are features that they're taking up 90% of the time to keep them functioning properly when only 10% of them use it.
Yeah. Or 1%, yeah.
Or 1% is using it. Yeah. And so maybe it's cut their losses on that, focus more on the chat functionality, the group, the social, things like that they're really, really kicking ass at, and make that a better experience for everybody.
Yeah, I still use very few of the Discord features. I use it primarily for text chat, but I know people do video stuff with it. I know people use it for voice chat when they're PC gaming. I know it's just... There's already a lot there that you could call a core feature. So for these features that are non-core, I guess measure how many people are using them and hit. You're probably right. Like they pop that activity feed up the second you start the app, and then they can probably check and say like, oh, last month one person clicked back to that activity feed after they were in Discord, because I don't even know how to get back to it. Do you?
Yeah, I don't think so.
See, like once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't get back to it if I tried. Like I'm looking at Discord now, and I don't even know where it is. Yeah, I have no idea. Fuck it. So I guess that makes sense. But
meh.
And I think Discord, I mean, like with the game launcher, I think probably 90% of their base uses the phone app of Discord rather than the PC version of the Discord, and that you can't launch a game on your phone from the.
Yeah.
So, I could be wrong in the percentages.
But I think your percentage is way off. I think a lot more people use it on PC than 90% on their phone. But at the same time, there was a time that everybody wanted to be your launcher, and that's why Origin had theirs, and EA had theirs, and Battle.net had theirs, because people felt like if you got our launcher open and you're done playing that game, you're going to buy a game or play another game from our launcher. And that was such a flawed concept, because most of us grew up playing PC games where you installed in the PC and you started from your fucking start menu. You didn't need a launcher. Like, and even now, like when I install a Steam game, I have it put the shortcut on the desktop. I don't go through Steam to start the game. Now, you're probably the biggest Steam user here. Do you start games from Steam, or do you use your desktop?
I go to the system tray, right click, and the game's there.
Okay, so you use the Steam app to launch them.
Well, just the system tray. All the game launchers are in the system tray. I just right click on it and select. There we go. Destiny 2 done.
Yeah, but that's Steam in your system tray.
Yeah, but it could be any of them. It could be Blizzard. It could be. Whatever.
Yeah, I know, but or you can just make a shortcut on your desktop and start it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, but right now I'd have to close the system tray's always there. Yeah. That's what I mean.
System tray's there, and you don't have to move your windows that are in front.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. I hear you.
No, I'm set up with shortcuts like Derek, so.
Yeah. I like to see what I have installed, what I don't. Sure. And that way I can see the things that came from all the different launchers.
Like I have all the launchers on my desktop as well.
See?
But when you have something open, which you have something open, it's literally right there. Click, done.
But the thing you have open, you're about to cover with a game anyway.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but it's just an extra step.
Okay.
That's why it's a system tray. The system tray is always on top of everything.
That's true.
That's why it's there.
All right. Last story. The guy who leaked the Switch before launch pleads guilty to hacking Nintendo. So, we all know parts of this story, I assume. So there was this 21-year-old kid that did a phishing scam with one of his buddies back in 2016. They stole some shit from Nintendo. That's where they did some leaks of some stuff. And the FBI contacted him and was like, hey, you better stop hacking. We're going to let you slide this time. And he's like, oh, okay, I'm just a 21-year-old kid. I'm going to stop. And then they waited a year. And then for the next 2 years, they did a whole bunch of other hacks. They broke into a bunch of Nintendo servers. They stole corporate information. And then the dude was boasting about it on Twitter and Facebook and everywhere else, and on IRC, and posting all these leaks, posting vulnerabilities that Nintendo had on their network. And he got busted with thousands of confidential Nintendo files. Oh, and by the way, he was additionally charged with possession of child pornography.
Oh, boy.
Oh, icing on the cake. So this guy's got to now pay back $259,323 to Nintendo. And he still has his sentencing to go. So that's up to 5 years in prison for hacking. And ask Jared from Subway, it's 20 years for possession of child pornography. So this guy seems like a douchebag idiot all around.
This just goes back to the same story as we had last week of the guys that were boasting that they were...
Oh, selling the DDoS attacks? Yes, yeah. So some people are so brazen. Yeah. It's crazy. Those guys have the I don't give a fuck attitude, and they should give a fuck. But you know who doesn't? Me. You two were so I don't give a fuck tonight on this episode, but I don't know. I know you want to be the guy to break news, but do it the right way, and then definitely don't have child porn. That's a
step number one.
Yeah, like underage, don't have it. Like it's pretty much cut and dry. Like we all know that part of life. So, fuck that guy. pay up your $269,000 and
have a fun 25 years in jail.
Yep. Fuck him.
Yikes.
Yikes is right hit. All right. Well, if any of you have stories you want us to talk about next week, give us a call, 773-527-2961. Email us at podcast@toolplay.com. Comment on this thread in the homepage and let us know what you want us to talk about, and we will bring it into the show next week. And sponsors, if we had them, we'd be pimping them, but we don't, so we won't. So if you want to sponsor us, give us a call, 773-527-2961. Email us at podcast@toolplay.com. You tell us what you're selling, what total you're going to pay us. We'll sell it, you pay us, boom, done. Twitter us up. You can find everything Tool-to-Play at twitter.com/Tool-to-Play. Everything podcast related is at twitter.com/still_got_game. I, king of the internet, god of everything that's fucking holding me, at twitter.com/Derek Nolan.
I'm at twitter.com/i6hitman.
And I'm at twitter.com/Selden007.
Facebook the fuck out of 2/3 of us. Facebook.com/Tool-to-Play. Facebook.com/Derek Nolan. And
Facebook.com/Selden007.
oh, we also have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/Tool-to-Play. That's where we put all of our archive video content. Some episodes I go into all of it. Tonight I'm not going to. You'll go there and be surprised by all the shows that are on there because there's a lot of content. So go to youtube.com/Tool-to-Play, subscribe, and you'll get every episode of every awesome show we've ever done. Some shows less awesome than others. Won't say any by name because tonight I'm not mentioning any details. Selden, why are you smiling?
You're a man of mystery.
I know. Just wait till they discover that show. Please rate and review the podcast in iTunes. We need some 5-star reviews. And if you have a couple extra seconds, go there, write something nice, and it will really help us out. Android probably doesn't even have an iTunes thing with reviews and shit because those guys are practically mongoloids. So if they had a store, you'd probably do it there, but they don't. Or there's not even podcasts. You're probably using like some third-party app that's stealing all your data because Android's an open ecosystem and they can just put viruses in. But if you're like a real person with iTunes, do it that way. And if you're a person that's on Android, smash your phone and get an iPhone.
And if you're on either of the platforms, feel free to share this podcast with your friends, families, or people you know. Send that out in a tweet. Send it out on your Facebook. Send it out on whatever. Put it up on your YouTube space. I don't care. Anywhere. Just share it with somebody.
Wow. Selden's all about the share. And we're also on what's the streaming fucking fake podcast app? Stitcher. We're on the other fake streaming one. We're on
Stitcher, Pocket Cast.
What's maybe? What's the fake Apple Music that people use because it's free?
Spotify.
We're on there too.
Google Play free. Podcast.
Yeah, it's free-ish. Whatever. It's not Apple Music. It's bullshit. Anyway, we also have a Discord channel. That's at tooltoplay.com/Discord. Go there and chat with Selden all day long. That is, once again, tooltoplay.com/SGG Discord, all in lowercase. Sometimes Hidden and I will chat with you. Most of the time it'll be Selden. Yont will definitely chat with you too. It just depends on how much people are looking to chat with people.
We had a lot of good discussions this week in the Discord channel, especially a lot of people making fun of Derek. So come join us.
Yeah,
pretty sure that didn't happen.
Yeah, no, there was a lot of that.
Pretty sure that didn't happen. I'm pretty sure people were just insane.
It happened. It happened. I witnessed it.
No, well then come there and see that because that's the only time you're going to see any sort of thing that crazy. All right, we have a Mixer channel, mixer.com/tooltoplay. That's where we broadcast live video content. We also co-stream all of our own hosts here and the rest of our Tool to Play family, and you'll be able to watch all of our live streams at mixer.com/tooltoplay. We also have our own channels on Mixer in case you want to follow us individually. I'm at mixer.com/Derek Nolan.
I'm at mixer.com/i6hitman.
I'm at mixer.com/Selden007.
And I guess I want to remind you all, you can join us each and every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, mixer.com/tooltoplay. And on that, why don't we wrap this 3 Dog Night episode up? I am Derek D. Smooth Nolan.
I am Roger Hitman Roken.
And I am Chris Selden007 Selden.
Hopefully everybody will be back next week. Hopefully.